Welcome back. This is the last lesson recording for IM2, January 21st, 2021. So now it's time for you to try to find the x and y intercepts of these quadratic equations. Okay, so y is equal to 2x squared minus x minus 15. How would you do this? First, you're going to pause the video and try to solve it yourself. Find the x-intercept and find the y-intercept. Okay, first thing you're going to do is find y-intercept. Okay, for y-intercept, x value, x coordinate is always going to be 0. That means 2 times 0 is going to be 0 minus 0, so you're left with just negative 15. So the x coordinate, y-intercept coordinate is going to be 0, comma, negative 15. Okay, what about the x-intercept? To do that, we have to set this equation to be equal to 0 because y is going to be always 0 for the x-intercept. So it's going to be 2x squared minus x minus 15 is going to be equal to 0. Then we need to factor the left hand side. Okay, so we need to factor this. The coefficient is greater than 1, so we need to start by doing the diamond. 2 times negative 15 is negative 30. The bottom number, the middle term is negative 1 here. Negative x means negative 1x. So we're looking for two factors of negative 30 that's going to add to negative 1. Well, that's going to be negative 6 and positive 5. Okay, because negative 6 times 5 is negative 30. Negative 6 plus 5 is negative 1. So that means we are going to split the middle term as negative 6x plus 5x minus 15 is equal to 0. Then we are going to look for GCF of the first half, and then GCF of the second half. 2x and 2x squared minus 6x. 2 and 6 I can factor out 2. X squared and x I can factor out x, which leaves me with x minus 2x times what is negative 6x, that's going to be 3, plus you have 5 can be factored out 5 times x, and 5 times what is negative 15, that's going to be negative 3 is equal to 0. Okay, so that means that I see that x minus 3 is a factor to both, so I'm going to take that out, and that leaves me with 2x plus 5 is equal to 0. And of course, if you're doing the area model, you fill the box with the first term is 2x squared here, and then last is negative 15, and then you would fill in the two middle terms, that's negative 6x and 5x, and then you will look for the two factors from the length and the width. Okay, so this is my factored form. Now from here I can go on to figuring out my two solutions. So that means either x minus 3 is equal to 0 or 2x plus 5 is equal to 0. Okay, so then add 3 to both sides. That leaves me with x is equal to 3. That means the coordinate, one of the coordinate is going to be 3, comma, y is going to be 0. So 3, comma, 0. The other solution is you can subtract 5 from both sides, and you're left with 2x is equal to negative 5. Then divide both sides by 2. So then x is going to be equal to negative 5 over 2, or negative 2.5. So that means for this coordinate, it's going to be negative 2.5 comma 0. Okay, so that's how you would do it. Actually, I'm going to write my answer here, negative 2.5 comma 0, because when I show the graph, it's going to erase a lot of things. I'm afraid I lost all my writing, but again, the x-intercept is negative 2.5 and x is equal to 3, and that's what we figured out. And the y-intercept is going to be negative 15. Alright, and that is confirmed by this graph. Negative 2.5, it's in between negative 2 and negative 3. It's actually negative 2.5, and positive 3 is the x-intercept, and y-intercept is when when y is equal to negative 15. Okay, so that's it for today. So you are going to add in the table of content what we did, which was finding the x-intercept and y-intercept of parabolas without the t-chart. We also learned zero product property. Thanks for listening.